Longboat Key has a bunch of towering condominiums, but fire crews rarely get a chance to train in high-rise conditions. So a fire emergency in one of these buildings could turn deadly very quickly. Well, this week firefighters are taking advantage of a rare opportunity that will hone their skills and could end up helping them save a life. SNN Local News 6 reporter Mia McCormick explains. Mia.
We all know practice makes perfect, but for fire crews on Longboat Key, practicing fighting a high-rise fire is not easy to do, mostly because the buildings are full of people. But today they did get a chance to push their limits and test their high-rise skills. In the land of high-rise condos, training for a fire emergency is nearly impossible. But while the Longboat Key Club and Resort prepares to renovate one of their 10-story hotel buildings, local firefighters are getting a rare look at real-life training scenarios.
We're replacing the windows and the doors in the balcony, which provided a very unique opportunity for the firefighters both on Longboat Key and in Englewood and West Manatee County to hone up on their high-rise rescue skills.
So this is a really good opportunity for the firemen, not just work with themselves, but also work with other departments and mutual aid. We find out some of the weaknesses, some of the strengths that we have, and we just hopefully enhance on that.
Crews start with a 911 call for a fire on the 9th floor. When they arrive on scene, a unique set of circumstances and obstacles meet them.
They're big units that takes a lot of manpower to search and rescue, and once you're inside, fire extension, fire control is another issue.
This high up, a ladder truck is not much help. As the teams make it up the stairwell with 110 pounds of equipment, cling wrap is put on their masks to simulate the visibility in heavy smoke conditions.
And it's going to look like that.
The crews make entry and begin to search one hotel room for victims. They crawl, staying close to the ground like they would in a real fire. Nearly blind, they search each room, looking for a victim only a few feet away. This type of training is essential for fire crews. Longboat Key has over 30 condominiums that are more than 5 floors high.
You see no active flame!
Deputy Chief Skip Falcon has worked for the Island Fire Department for 18 years.
This is some of the best training we can do. Everybody trains differently for single-family residential fires, and when we get into a high-rise event, it is a bear of a different color.
The humidity is overwhelming in the fireproof suits, but there are no complaints. The crews know you're only as good as you practice. And because this is such a rare opportunity, these crews will be cramming 12 drills in over the next 2 days. Lauren?
Mia, you know, it's interesting. He mentioned working together, the different units there working together. How do they go about that? I mean, how do they coordinate everyone through a training like that?
Well, there was a full crew from Longboat Key Club there, and there was only a few firefighters from other agencies, but they all kind of train the same way. So they get together and they're given orders. They just basically have to follow orders from their chief or whoever's in charge there at the time. But it's different when you're working with somebody who's not necessarily the person that you work next to every day, you know?
Yeah, but it's something that probably happens on a scene.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Mia.